So then when we meet, he's like, oh my god, you're so gorgeous, my Nubian princess. I was like, what the hell is a Nubian princess? Like, what the hell is this guy on about? Let it slide, because Bob is fine. Fine guys do some weird things. That's fine. And then it got weird when he was like, oh, Tonique, do you know why you're black? I said, what? He was like, oh yeah, black people have different characteristics in life. You know, they have the boobs, voluptuous curves, they have the bum. This is all in black people's DNA. I said, what? Bob, what are you on about, mate? What are you on about, Bob? What is Bob on about? Please tell me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is all about story time. Thought I'd give you guys something new, something more personal, because I know people come on my channel to talk about fashion, but I never talk about anything personal. So I thought today I might as well just get right in there. So here I am with a story time. So if you are joining my channel for the first time, I just want to say, hey, I know you want to know more about me. That's why you came on this channel. That's why you want to be here. I see you preying on the gram. I see you. It's fine. As long as you subscribe, then you're more than welcome to be on my channel. So today I'm sporting an afro, and I filmed a hair routine. I really like it. Anyway, let's just get into the story, because you guys are like, you're just waffling on. We want to know about the story. So basically, I met this guy. We're just going to call him Bob, like Bob the Builder. I met Bob when I was 23, and he was very charming, and he was very good looking. Like, the guy was really good looking. So Bob had a very athletic build, 6 foot something. He was a lot taller than me, but I always wear heels, and I've always worn heels from when I was young. So even at 23, I was wearing heels. He had these deep blue eyes, and he had blonde hair, very masculine, very tall, very charming. He looked Swedish, but he was actually from South Africa. So anyway, been texting Bob for a while, and it was time to meet up. First thing that really annoyed me was Bob was 18 minutes late. Yes, I remember the time. Bob was saying to me he's going to be running late because he's coming from the gym. And I was like, so I'm just standing here waiting for 18 minutes. I feel like I'm a completely different person now. I feel like I understand things now, but I still don't want to wait for 18 minutes. So I'm talking about the 23-year-old to me, who literally is waiting for 18 minutes. I'm like, where's this boy? This boy's wasting my time. What the hell is happening? So firstly, he was late. Then when we meet, he's like, oh my god, you're so gorgeous, my Nubian princess. I was like, what the hell is a Nubian princess? Like, what the hell is this guy on about? Anyway, I just thought, whatever, like. So we met, and he was carrying all this gym equipment, whatever. And then, to add, he was like, oh, okay, I'm not really sure where we're going. Second thing I hate going on a date when you're late. The second thing I hate is you don't know where you're going. It's like, bruh, wow, yeah, he's late and he doesn't know where he's going. So we was walking towards Bounce. Was it Bounce? Yeah, like the ping pong place. But then that was like kind of busy at that time. Then he was like, oh, actually I know this really cool place. So I was like, okay, let me Google Maps it, because at this point I'm in hills, I can't be bothered, I want to Google Maps it. He's like, I don't really know the street, I just know how to get there by walking. It's like a 5-7 minute walk. I'm like, oh, alright, you're really irritating me. So we proceed to walk, and like when I'm really irritated, I just cannot be bothered to make conversation. I just want to go straight to the place. So we're walking. I'm feeling a drop on my face. I'm like, we are walking in the rain. Bob is making me walk in the rain. I am not having this. Like, I've left my house, I'm in hills, he was late, you don't know where you're going, and now I'm feeling raindrop on my face. I don't mind rain if I have weave in. My natural hair this cannot be touching rain. This rain cannot enter. But I'm not showing any of this. I'm just like, hey Bob, you're still really good looking. I still want to have them Caucasian babies. I joke. But I was like, okay, cool. So we're walking and we get to the place. The place is really nice. I think it's called Kalahula, kind of whatever. It's kind of like Mahiki, but in the city. So we get there. The vibe is really nice. The staff are really cool, and it's busy, but it's not too busy. Bob is a really dominant man. He's really like masculine. So he was like, right, let's go and get a table. Got us a table, sat down. He's like, what do you want to drink? Ordered the drink. I think I ordered like some pineapple fruit fusion cocktail. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Sat down and I was like, finally, and I'm just like staring at Bob, because Bob is handsome. Bob is really handsome. Like, so it's like, yeah, this boy is really handsome. Oh, fine boy, no pimps. Then Bob starts to proceed asking some random questioning. I felt like I was being interrogated. Like, it's a date. Like, Bob, chill. Bob was like, have you ever dated a white boy? Do you ever date white boys? Do you like white boys? Do you like white boys with blonde hair? Do you like white boys with blonde hair and blue eyes? What would you think about dating a white boy with blue hair and blonde eyes? I was like, Bob, chill, like, you're asking way too many questions. So then we're waiting for our drinks. We were sitting there waiting like 10 minutes for these drinks. This guy was like doing his investigation on the black woman. Prior to Bob, I had dated some guys that were not black, they were white. But like this lining of questioning was never like that. And he was like, do you like chicken? What is it about chicken? I was like, what? When I was like, oh, I'm Nigerian. And then he was like, yeah, I love fufu too. And I was like, Nigerians don't eat fufu. What are you talking about? Like, I don't even know where fufu is from. Like, I eat pounded jam. That's what I eat. And maybe some gram rice and some stew. So I was just a bit confused. Then he was like, oh, you know what? I want to get really comfortable, Tonique. I really want to get really comfortable with you. He took off his jacket. He was wearing like a, he was wearing like a really restricting jacket, to be honest. And then he put it aside. Then when he took off his jacket, I was like, whoo! I know you went to the gym, but it's a bit roasty. Like, it really smelled like roast beef. Like, it was strong. That smell was potent. So I was like, ooh. No stick of Dio? No? Okay, cool. That's what you're doing. Great for you, Bob. You really smell really roasty. And that's when it got a bit weird, because then he like began to like undo the laces of his shoes, and then he like did the second one, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just like really tight. Then he took off his shoe and sat there with his socks. I was like, Bob is not correct. This guy is really not correct. Oh, it gets worse. Like I said, it was busy, but it wasn't as busy. So we were sitting on a table where you could actually like be perched. Like it was like a lounge type thing. Bob decided to perch as if he was Mariah Carey. Bob was perching. Foot up, everything, sock, all in tow. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, do you not have some decorum? Like, oh, okay. Let it slide, because Bob is fine. Fine guys do some weird things. That's fine. And then it got weird when he was like, oh, Tonique, do you know why you're black? I said, what? He was like, oh yeah, black people have different characteristics in life. You know, they have the boobs, the voluptuous curves, they have the bum. This is all in black people's DNA. I said, what? Bob, what are you on about, mate? What are you on about, Bob? What is Bob on about? Please tell me. And then he started going on about the genetic makeup of black people, why they're black. For example, like in predominantly hotter countries, you will find black people, and it's because the distribution of the body fat, because it's hot, needs to be distributed on the boobs and the bum so that they don't overheat. And then like European people, that's why most European people are quite slender and quite boxy, because it's colder, so the body fat needs to be distributed evenly throughout the body. And that's why European women have very slim or boxy shapes because the body fat needs to be evenly distributed. And he was like, I'm fascinated about black people. I need a strong black woman. This time I had my natural hair, but I had it like slicked back. And he was just like, where's your afro? You know, you're a strong Nubian princess. Do you want to be a princess? Do you want me to treat you like a princess? I was like, Bob, what the hell? What's the gibberish? What is shaking you? What is in that drink? Because I want to have some, because Bob is not being correct. Bob is chatting so much scientific genetic makeup. I don't know what Bob is on, but I'm not feeling Bob anymore. I'm gonna get kidnapped right now. Bob is not correct. He then proceeded to go on about, you know, like black people being the dominant race and they're very strong. It was just a bit like, okay, Bob is really telling me about my own race. Great, amazing. He was then saying things like, you need to cook rice. Like, this is the thing, not all black people eat the same things. Like, if you're from Nigeria, it's kind of similar, but like, for example, Jamaican food and Nigerian food is very different. Jamaican food and African food in general is quite different. So Bob was saying things like, yeah, you need to cook rice and peas. I was like, I don't even cook Jamaican food. Like, people make fun of me because I cook a little like jerk chicken and they're like, no, that's Nigerian stew with jerk seasoning. He was just saying a lot of things. Obviously he went into more depth, but I'm not going to go into all of it because it's just very unnecessary. So that's my story time. I ended up leaving. I ended up paying. I literally picked up my bag and I was like, Bob, it's been really nice, but actually I need to go do something. I can't remember the lie I made up, but I literally picked up my bag and was like, Bob, I'm going. Bob was like still sipping on his juice. Like, it was like, it came in like a pineapple shaped thing. And that was like the biggest drink. I was like, Bob, why are you buying a drink? I didn't even think about it, but Bob was buying a sharer for himself. I ended up paying for the drinks. I don't really normally pay on a first date. I think if a guy has invited you out for a date, you know, he should do the gentleman thing. Girl, I had my Barclays and I was like, right, we didn't have contactless back then, but I would have tapped that card and I would have gone. Like, he actually downed his drink and like followed me outside and he was like, when are we meeting up again, Tonique? Never. Obviously I didn't say never. I was just like, oh, like I'm always a polite person, kind of ish. Oh, Bob, you know, I'll get back to you. I have to check my schedule, you know. I'm a busy girl, you know what I mean? Busy girl. That basically was the story with Bob. To say that he was an absolute douchebag, he was, because the follow-up messages were all just faff, like, hey Nubian princess, when are we meeting up again? Stop with this Nubian princess bullshit. No black woman wants to be called Nubian princess. Like, just stop it. Anyway, moral of the story, I don't think there's wrong dating outside your race. I've done it several times. My last boyfriend was not Nigerian, he was white also. But I just think sometimes when people are dating, it's for different reasons. It's not because they want to be with you. You have to look at their intention. Now thinking about it, was he racist? I don't know if he was racist per se. Maybe it's a form of racism. I think sometimes racism stems from when you personally go out of your way to hate someone or something. Never understood that. Like, for me, I don't understand how you don't like people of a different color, people of a different race, people that like the same sex. Like, for me, it doesn't make sense. If you are enjoying your life is just a YOLO. You're enjoying your life. Why do you care if someone is dating someone that's of a different color? Or why do you care if someone's dating the same sex? Whether you believe it's right or wrong, you are not the person to judge. I just think you need to enjoy your life as it is and don't watch no one. Stay in your lane. If someone is in love, having fun, then whatever. I just think he was very ignorant, and I just think sometimes in life you need to get to know someone instead of having the perception of what you think they are. But yeah, that was like the worst day ever. That's like my worst day ever. I don't think I've had a date as worse as that. Actually, shit, no, I have had another one. But that one, this was the worst day ever. But thanks guys, thanks for the story time. Have you had like a worst day ever? Let me know in the comments below. I want to read them and laugh as you probably laughed with me. Don't take this seriously, like, I'm not offended by it. I just took it with a pinch of salt. There are people who have bad intentions in life and there are people that have good intentions in life. So, whatever. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share this video if you think someone else will benefit from it, if you think that they would laugh at the story, if you think that someone else has gone through it or someone else is going through it, then share this video. Give it a like if you like it, and I guess I'll see you in another video. And remember guys, to always stay bougie.